And he hasn't really been thrilled with the way that they've been treated. But the Kentucky team this year is the top #2 seed. They're seeking their 5th Final Four under Cal. That is more than any other team since 2010. They come in through the tournament on an 11-game winning streak, the longest of the season. Their sensational freshman, Malik Monk, Aaron Fox, been responsible for scoring more than 40% of the team's points. And they will open against, in-state rivalry. Let's start a new in-state rivalry here as Kentucky takes on Northern Kentucky. The Norse making their first appearance in their first year of eligibility. And John Calipari joins us here on Bracketology. So, John, what was your reaction to finding out that this year, no beef with the seed, and you're the top #2 seed?
Oh, what do you mean, no beef?
Oh, I should have known.
I was on an airplane.
I should have known. All right, go ahead.
No, I was on an airplane. So I cannot go nuts today, even though I want to, because I don't even know all the brackets. I know bits and pieces. We got here late. This playing tournaments on Sunday is crazy. They should all end on Saturday. I will tell you that, my one comment is, tell us what these league tournaments mean before we start playing them. Like, the body of work is going to be the major factor. Now, listen to me, for all the leagues, not one league it's important and the rest of it's not important. All of us, league tournaments, we're not taking that much into account. It may get you in or out, but you're not going to move that much on your seed because of a late season run. Or we go back to, what's your record on the last 10? Well, now, I love the fact that they said, there's 6 #1s right now. We're trying to figure it out. I love that kind of stuff. Be transparent. You don't even have to tell us who it is. The more transparency, the better. I think we should do, okay, Jay? I see you and Seth. Are you on opposite sides? Because if you're next to each other, you sound like you're going to fight. I'm saying the S-curve. The S-curve. So you go with the S-curve. The best 1 gets the weakest 2 and the best 3 and the weakest. And now if that doesn't quite work, then make some small adjustments within the seed line. But start with the S-curve so I don't have to hear Jay for Duke. I know he's going to defend Duke.
Oh, don't go there. I've defended you, too. I take more heat for defending you.
I know.
I may give you a flagrant 2, but I'd like for you to stick around.
No, hey, and you made a great point, Jay, and you don't make many, but you made a great point, which is when you misseed somebody, it hurts the seeds above them. Not the teams. You didn't make them mad. All of a sudden, you put a team in an 8 that shouldn't be there. The 1 looks like, why are we playing this team? I mean, it happened with us in Wichita State when they were like 35-0. I mean, how about this? They
it may have just I was going to say, it may have just happened to you again, but the other way, it may have happened to you this time, getting Wichita State potentially in the round of 32.
Yeah, they got like 37 wins, 15 and 20 in a row. The crazy thing is Dayton, Arch Miller is one of the best coaches. He is the young rising star who can coach against anybody. And Dayton is good now. So our little pocket with Northern and those 2, it's a nice little pocket.
John, according to the S-curve, you guys are the highest #2 seed. Is that something that you saw coming into this whole thing?
No, I wasn't sure. Our tournament really has had no effect on our seed whatsoever. Matter of fact, last year, we beat Texas A&M in the finals. They got the 3 seed. We got a 4 seed. And we were both conference champs, co-champs. What? How did that work? Well, so this tournament, I didn't expect. We just had to beat Georgia. If we lost to Georgia, we'd have been an 8 seed. I mean, we had to beat Georgia because, and again, I'm just going to tell you, in some tournaments, you win, it helps you. You lose, it has no effect on you whatsoever. In other leagues, like, let me give you this. We had 11 teams in the top 100. 11. We had 7 teams in the top 50. We have the youngest league in the country out of 32 leagues. And you would think this league is nothing. We got 5 teams in. I'm anxious to see how we do because I think the league is getting better. with this young a league, if we get 5, let's try to get 7, 8 next year. Let's do what some of these other leagues are doing.
John, you're the first on the 2 line. Let me ask you something. How is your team playing, in your opinion? Where are you with your basketball team right now? Because, hey, right now it's one and done. You can't say we're growing, we're young, we're this, we're that. You got to go out, you got to play games, you got to win games, or you know what? It's time to go recruiting.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. We're growing and we're young and we're getting better. No. I would say we're starting to buy into defense. The run we make, if we make a run, will all be predicated on our defense. You can't have 1 or 2 guys breaking down defensively. We've got to be a glove defensively. The reason, we're really fast. We're really fast. We are skilled offensively. I'm not worried much about offense. There are games we may miss shots. There are games Malik goes 2 for 10, 1 for 7. You know what? It's okay. Defend and rebound, and someone else will pick up the slack. But there was a point that you all saw us defensively saying, they got some major holes. Second thing, we didn't know how to grind it. We couldn't get into a game where they got back and stopped us, and we had to grind it out. Guess what? We've learned. We've been down 19, 16, 18, 17, and come back to win. We've been up 18, 20, wait a minute, and it got to 3, like 3 or 4. We had to learn that when you have leads. But you know what? We're better than we were 3 weeks ago, and these kids are in a great frame of mind. I think our bench, Wenyon's playing better, Isaac's playing better. How about Dominic Hawkins? Oh, my gosh. How about Michael Mulder? All of a sudden, we're deeper now. And then Seth's favorite, drives me crazy, Derek Willis.
Derek Willis, my guy.
That's he's playing good. He's playing good right now.
Dick Vitale wants to ask you a question as if he hasn't grilled you enough at the SEC tournament the last couple of days, John.
I'll tell you this. Hey, come on, let me hear, John. John, we got to get an appointment to talk to you. I mean, at Massachusetts, you used to meet us out in the parking lot. You couldn't wait till we get. Now we got to check with people. Oh, he's got this, he's got that. Hey, I want to know something. With your wife, do you talk anything other than seeds, rankings, basketball? Do you ever talk about art and music and culture?
No, she talks about putting my son in the game. Did you notice I did that today? Because I got to go home and sleep with this woman. She's all over me. I put my son in. And the second thing, Dickie V, don't talk about me. You used to live in a mobile home. You're now in a mansion down in Florida where I had to take my shoes off when I went in your house. I don't want to hear anything about you. Come on. What are you talking about?
Hey, let me talk basketball here. Let me just simply say this to you. You got to beat. All you got to do is beat Wichita State, and you've got to beat UCLA and North Carolina to get to the Final Four. Can this team do that?
I'm worried about Northern Kentucky, and the hardest thing for this team right now.
Come on.
Well, hey, how about you're saying, what about Dayton? Why? Dayton is the 7, Wichita's the 10. And so this thing, if you start looking ahead, it's anxiety you don't need because you're saying we got to get that team, and guess what happens? They lose. You're not even playing that team. I'm not worried. Literally, I've done this 30 years now. This corner of the world is all that I'm worried about. I won't even watch any other games. I won't. I'll force myself to watch Alaska Last Frontier. I may watch Gold Rush. I'll do something, but I'm not watching basketball. I'm worried about what I'm doing. Watching video of the teams that we're playing and relaxing and trying to get ready to win some ball games.
You got to watch Billions. That's pretty good. Every Sunday night. That's really good.
Is that about
Which
you?
one?
It's going to be.
You say move?
If I keep gambling with you, it will be.
You say,
He'll send you offline. He'll send you the name of the show, tell you how to download it into an iPad. Somebody will take care of that for you. And so, John, good luck in the tournament. Congratulations on yet another SEC championship.
Thanks, guys.
All right, John Calipari. All right.